Okay, guys, we got a pair of the 7 litter male hogs. This is 7-2 Duroc boar. This is Rock back on the creation sow, back on the bomb squad.
Another bigger one that's just built good. Again, look at the running gear. When that one cocks off, it gets his head above his spine, reaches really good, levels in his spine, reaches with his hind leg behind his tail head the way he needs to. The indicators are good, big skull cap, tail root, everything reads that one's going to be very stout with the right proportion. That's already a big rolled up top and a very square kind of a hip working in him. That one's going to be a very fun one to feed, and I will let Ben kind of say for sure. But I mean, size wise, that could be like a lightweight at Expo, and then on into Louisville, and maybe even a mid-July type of deal situation. I would
think
guess.
So.
But,
I think that's kind of where he fits.
Yeah, he just a good pig. It'd be a fun one to feed.
Yeah, beautiful chest floor on this one. He's going, and Jim hit it. I mean, when you make these reds have this kind of top shape, I mean, to me, that's so important because that's the thing that lacks. I mean, every time I go out to a red hog show, every once in a while, you see a great patterned one, and yeah, it's got enough top, does it have enough shape? Guys, you should be able to see that right there in that video. I mean, that is a groove going down the top line. It squares when it comes across the loin edge. Again, to me, this one, I don't want to say it's bulletproof or foolproof, but again, just keep him on feed and keep him rolling, and you could have a pretty good summer.
You know, to get into the second part of my
much awaited
dissertation
from dissertation from 7-1 Guild is like 10, 12 years ago, these guys were just rolling in that crossbred thing, boars and their show pigs and just killing it. And a young Chaz was finding his way in this deal. And I went out and I bought some Duroc Gilts, and they laughed at me. I mean, just laughed at me. Why was I filling pen space with those red gilts? And all I want is a couple things. Number one, for them to thank me that maybe I sparked their interest in the purebred values, especially in our state, to where it's maybe not quite as a goofy state next to us that starts with an I, but the state that we're in maybe wasn't quite as purebred centric as it was then. And the other thing, that I'd like them to maybe thank me for is the quality that they've got here, that maybe they learned a thing or two from my failed Duroc breeder career, and to be able to have the group of pigs. I mean, we started coming over here talking about Durocs 4 years ago or something. I mean, this is silly. There's a bunch of Duroc pigs running around here that are very good. There's people that do it for a long time and can't just hit on what these guys have, talent, luck, whatever it is. There's just a bunch of good red ones. If you're in the market for them, you got to get over here and go through them.
I about was going to say thank you, but then you threw the luck. You said talent, then luck.
Oh, you raised pigs long enough. There's plenty of luck involved.
We all knew that was coming.
7-2 Duroc boar.